Hi, welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and my authority. Now, today, we're doing the seventh part of chapter 18 of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which is chapter 15 of the book of Zion. And as I said before, we will start with Psalms 12, 2 and 3, which is Zion 15, 20 and 21. They seek vanity, every one with his neighbor. With flattering lips, and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Psalms is telling us that the human race has chosen to become so wrapped up in mindless drama and falsehoods that we can't tell truth from lie. We flatter each other in public, but in private, we judge and scheme to best each other. We speak vanity, and we speak from a false sense of pride. We compete with each other, and we use speech as a weapon in an endless game of double-handed dealings. The society is based on a false public facade that says what everyone thinks we want to hear, but it's pure vanity. This social order will be unable to continue when the events their actions have set in motion begin to manifest in reality. Lies can only be held up as long as no one tests the reality of it. Society's habit of lying to itself will undermine its survival. The return of the gray will put an end to the lies that society tells. The truth of Zion will end the war on drugs. The society that created it will find their pride and flatteries have been their undoing, as the gray reveal the truth of human history, which will refute the lies and flatteries of society. Psalms 109, 1 to 3, Zion 15, 22 to 24. Hold not thy peace, O God, my praise, for the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me with lying tongue. They compassed me about also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. This passage brings us full circle. The lies and the innuendos of society in regards to my people will be seen in its true light. Those who are wicked, those in power, lie about my people without any proof of their claim. They blame the people of Zion. They blame us for society's problems. The people of Zion are the subject of hatred and abuse from all sides. Doesn't matter where you're from. Drug users are seen as the lowest forms of humanity. Almost all nations wage war, and almost all social groups condemn its use. No matter where we go, society blames us. But we have done nothing wrong. No one is hurt by our lifestyle. Those of us who suffer the most do so as a result of social misconduct by mostly non-drug users. We don't harm anyone by our drug use. And most of us don't commit crimes as a result. We are innocent. And if you don't believe this, then test it. Look at the facts. Look at the figures. My people commit true crimes as often as everyone else. A fraction of my population commits crimes, but the same fraction of other minorities commit crimes, including whites. We are just as criminal as everyone else. I believe, and I am willing to test my theory. Are you? Psalms 10:2, Zion 15:25. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. This points out that my people are poor. The rich have persecuted the poor without mercy. In this society, if you don't have money, you are left out in the streets to starve and die of the elements. You who have everything treat those of us who do not have the means to get anything as criminals who are cast out to die. My people, the poor, are the innocent ones in this society because, you see, they have no money, so they have no guilt. Any sins that they have been guilty of is a direct result of society, and their suffering absolves them. But the rich are not to be so lucky. If you live a life of ease, if you spend money without thought on products that you don't need, if you don't help those in need that are right in front of you, you are wicked. You are rich. And you will be punished for your wasteful and selfish ways if you do not repent. All the things that you have created without thought of its effects on our world have already set in motion your destruction. The gray will reduce your ability to further harm our atmosphere, but they will not help you to survive your own chosen fate. You who refuse to repent will be destroyed by the very thing that you created, climate change. Nahum 1:9-13, Zion 15:26-30. What do you imagine against the Lord? He will make an utter end of affliction. It shall not rise up a second time. For while they are beholden together as thorns, and while they are drunken as drunkards, they shall be devoured as stubble fully dry. There is one out of thee that imagines evil against the Lord, a wicked counselor. Thus saith the Lord, though they be quiet, and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down, when he shall pass through. I have afflicted, I will afflict no more. For now will I break his yoke from off thee, and will burst thy bonds asunder. Nahum 9 to 13, 9, 1, Nahum 1, 9 to 13, asks the governments what they intend with their affliction of the poor and the drug users. The answer is that one of them, Ronald Reagan, I believe, imagined an end to my people, a war to be waged to end us once and for all. A war is declared when a government has decided that another nation must be destroyed, overcome, and or forced to comply to its demands. In Reagan's case, the element was all drug users for all time, by all people, under penalty of total loss of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In other words, Ronald Reagan imagined a great evil against the people of God, and therefore against God. He was an evil counselor. From October 14th, 1982 on, my people have suffered untold. We quietly live our lives trying to avoid notice by the authorities. We party in small groups with no unity, and because we do not stand up for our lost rights, we are systematically hunted down, condemned, and imprisoned. When we gather together as a nation in our tents, the Gray will answer our call and appear to ensure our survival. The Gray will champion our cause and ensure that the war on drugs will never again be allowed on Earth. The Gray will be the proof of our right as a people to use drugs. It will also award us a mountain home and the status of a nation. The testimony of the prophets will ensure that the war on drugs will end. The arrival of the Gray in answer to Zion's call will be the proof that ends all prohibition against the people of Zion. Micah 2:1-4. Zion 15:31-34. Woe unto them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. And they covet fields, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. And so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Behold, against their families I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go hauntily, for this is an evil time. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, We be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Micah foretells the future suffering of the wealthy humans who refuse to repent of their sins, the one percenters and the blind who believe myths. These are the people who have created the unjust and the injustice and the suffering of those who the Gray come to save. The guilty will soon be the ones who cry out in need. These are the people who have either carried out the laws or blindly followed those laws. Laws be created in private to strip their victims of everything. Those laws are called the war on drugs. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here so that I don't run out of time. So, until next time, may the Gray watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May you always be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light. May you always be happy and high. Know that I love you. I will champion your cause. Just watch me. Later. Because I will never say goodbye.